welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another speed build video. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we will be working on this is actually my shell. So this is the Chermi Curved Shell, my latest. And I'm making a island themed boba and thrift shop. Don't ask me where I got my inspiration from because I'm not sure. I just knew that I wanted to work on my shell this time. Can you tell that I'm putting off doing a high school, like my own high school? I'm using all sorts of excuses to avoid making my own high school. But anyways, yes, today we are working on my shell. It is still ongoing if you're watching this when it goes up. I'm posting this tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Sunday. I don't remember the date, it is escaping me. But I know that you do have about 10 days or so left to do this. If you wanna be challenged by this little shell, it's not my worst shell. It's really bad, but it's not that bad. You can see that I'm struggling with the roofing, and that's literally all that I'm struggling with. I mean, like, roofing is the worst in my shells, I think, for the most part. But anyways, yes, this is my shell. I intended for it to be cursed. If you do want to do it, it is due on the 30th of August, if I'm not mistaken. I'm all over the place. I don't know the details for some reason. I just came home from going out and I was like, you know what? Let's just do this voiceover right now. So I'm not prepared, but I am doing it. So hi, welcome to Chermibear's content. Very chaotic, but yes. So basically today I decided to use this shell, which is very small, to instead of working on yet another family home, I'm going to make something else, something community like. And I was like, you know what, we do have the new lot type, the Boba and Thrift Shop lot type. I played on the original lot that came with the pack once when I was doing the gameplay on my stream, and I made my teenagers, if you guys remember, Elliot and Estefano and Ruby, if you guys watch my streams, or if you guys watch the Copperdale family home speed build, you might have heard about them. But yes, I used that family. I went to the original thrift shop and I was like, oh, this is cool, this is fun, I'll build my own at some point. And then I was like, you know what, this shell seems perfect for something like a community lot, something like a shop, because it's so small. So I had a couple of options when I was like thinking of working on my shell on my own. I was like, I will either work on I will either make like a really small kind of like cottagey vibe cabin, or I will do something else, like something like a cafe or something like that. And then I decided to build it in Sulani because I just felt like island vibes when I placed down this shell in my game. And yeah, so I just like followed my heart more than I followed my brain this time when I was working on this. And this is what I came up with. I hope you guys like it. This shop, I literally struggled a lot with the exterior, but I think once the windows were completed and the exterior was kind of like decided, everything fell into place really easily. I focused a lot on the landscaping on this lot. This lot is small. I think it's a 20 by 15, or is it a 20 by... It should be a 20 by 15 lot. On Sulani, it's on the bottom right hand side as well, the bottommost one, the one that's on the patch of grass. It used to be a residence. It used to be a residence, and then I changed it into a... I do change it. It's currently still a residence at the moment. And someone was living on this lot, so I had to go out, exit from the build mode, evict that household, and put down, and then like go back into build mode and then change it to a boba and thrift shop situation. But yeah, I really like it. It looks like a little shack. The idea is that I don't know, it's like a what's the concept of this thing? I think while I was building this, I was like, okay, this is like a locals opened concept, like boba and thrift shop. And thrift shopping has become very trendy with even the local youths, and they decided to open something in Sulani as well. So instead of it having a really local flavor, it has the elements of a boba and thrift shop that doesn't seem very local to Sulani, but they do have it, and it's like it's catered for both tourists who comes to Sulani, visitors, and also locals as well. So there's like a little bit of everything for everyone. It's a little fun space for people to come to get their boba, because it's very hot in Sulani, so you will definitely want some refreshments. And also, if you want to come over, pick up some nice fashion bits from the thrift shop, you can do that as well. I do. You can see that I'm putting down furniture as I look at the requirements, the list of requirements from the drop down that shows you what a thrift and bubble tea store. Oh, that's what it's called. Okay, it's thrift and bubble tea store needs. So I decided to just put things down and figure out where I roughly want them to go before I moved back outside to do the landscaping. So everything here was meant to be a placeholder because I wasn't very sure what I wanted to do, and I was like in this mindset where I was like, okay, I just want to like figure out what kind of style I want the inside to be. But then in the end, I do stick to the layout, the items that I picked out for this store for the most part, like for the insides of the store for the most part. So I'll be coming back to this to kind of put down my finishing touches and make it look really good at the end. But after I do place down all these things, I do go back outside and work on the landscaping, which is the funnest part. I really enjoyed working on the landscaping because after I figured out like the placement of all the landscaping and stuff, I do get into this flow state, and I was just like working on making every angle look good with like plants and terrain paints and furniture and stuff. It was really good. And also I felt like it was quite fun because I had to use all the requirements from the list, and I was still missing at this point a sofa, a coffee table, and I think garbage disposal. I do actually forget about that until like all the way to the very end. But yeah, it was quite fun to do. I have never used these stones before, but I do see a lot of creators, a lot of builders use these stones when they build in Sulani, and I was like, oh my god, finally I get a chance to use these stones to make a pathway. Here's to hoping that all these are functional, by the way, because I'm not very sure. I haven't tested this build yet, but I will try to test this build before I post it up onto the gallery. But I'm pretty sure most of these things are functional. I didn't do anything like I didn't pull any huge tool mod stunt, so it should be all quite functional. But yeah, now we begin with the landscaping. Yes, I used mainly island living plants. I think I only used island living plants for this one. Honestly, I feel like this build might be pack limited. So we definitely have high school years. We do definitely have island living. I guess Dine Out, Get to Work mostly. I'm not sure what else actually, but I tried to limit the packs that I use. I think Seasons was also included. I didn't do it consciously, but I did like kind of focus a lot on, oh, this is in island living, I think it will go well with this world, so I used island living stuff a lot, and then I used like quite a lot of base game stuff. It was like a semi-conscious thing to want to use limited packs, but I didn't really limit myself to any packs. It was just like let's try not to use like every single pack on earth to work on this small little build. And also in that way, perhaps more people can download this build and enjoy it as well. So yeah, I really like how it came out. I used a lot of items from the live edit and debug menu from the island living pack that I've never used before. I like how I did this fence where I kind of like angled that collapsed portion of the fence into the plant, so it kind of looked like it's old and needs some repairing, but the owners don't really mind that it's kind of collapsed since it's in the bushes anyway. So I thought it was a really nice like detail. Like this place is not the newest place, but perhaps like the shops, the thrift store and the boba place is not that new but not that old as well. Like they've been here for a good couple of years, and it just like been having consistent business. The youth of the neighborhood and and perhaps like locals and tourists. It's a bustling place where people like to come over and hang out and just enjoy a little drink, some company, you know, under the sun, or to escape the heat in the actual shop as well. I don't know. It's just like, it's cool. I really like this. I really like this build a lot. You know, like, I actually forgot that I was working on my shell halfway through because it was so fun, and working on the shell was only painful for the roofing part. As you can see, I did like end up doing just like a little glass roof on one portion of the roofing. It's definitely not my proudest roofing moment, but I really didn't know how to roof the circular curved wall part of this shell, which was the part I really wanted to put into my shell, because I was like, you know what, curved walls just came out, we are releasing a shell, let's do something cursed, because I heard that curved walls are kind of cursed at this point. When I release this video, it's still kind of cursed. It's still kind of a little bit buggy, hasn't been fixed yet. And also when I did the shell, the high school years pack just came out too, so obviously nothing was fixed and everything was kind of like finicky and stuff. So I was like, you know what, let's just use this to crucify my shells even more. Because if you guys don't know, if you guys haven't seen my shells before, they tend to be very difficult to do for some reason. I didn't used to do it intentionally. I just kind of built shapes and made it interesting, and then it turns out that every single time I do it is really cursed. So yeah, I just embraced it. I decided to embrace it this time. Also for this little sitting area, I do fake slot. Well, I don't slot. Like, I didn't snap some chairs into place to have that scattered chairs, like not too formally placed look around the table. So two Sims will be able to sit at a table and interact with the table at once, but I'm pretty sure the Sims will still be able to use the other 2 or 3 unslotted chairs into the tables as well. It's just that they won't be like interacting with the table while they're using, so meaning they won't be able to eat or place their drinks down and sit down at the same time, I'm pretty sure. I hope it's not too close, but even if it is, it's like, it just looks good, okay? So I like it. So I'm keeping it there. It looks good. You can still use some of the chairs, so I don't think it'll be such a big issue, but I really do love this little part in front. I made the front so inviting. Like, who wouldn't want to walk past and be like, ooh, what is this place? I want to go in and see. And it looks like they sell boba, and it looks like there's like interesting clothing inside. This looks different from what I expected when I came on this holiday. And yeah, I like that. So over here at the back, we have quite a lot of like lot space, like outdoor space to work with. And I knew that I really wanted to put like a sofa sitting area on the outside, because there's literally not enough space on the inside for us to put like a whole like sofa and coffee table situation. So I decided to click on sofa, and I saw these benches from City Living. Actually, I think we might have some City Living things in this pack as well, but I do change it out later, because like, it turns out that these benches sorted under sofa are not counted as sofas. So I'm like, okay, that's a scam. Why did you scam me, game? I wanted these because they look more outdoorsy, but in the end we went with I think it was like the Seasons. Was it Seasons? Sofas instead. So you'll see that later. Right now I'm testing another type of fence that I found in the debug menu, these bamboo ones. I thought it would look good, but then I decided that I really like that concept of the other fence, the first fence that I did over here for this portion. It does look more blocked off like that, but I decided not to. But because I really liked how this bamboo fence looked, I decided to put it on this side, on the left side of the lot instead. And I think it turned out really good. It turned out really nice. It's just like a little additional bit of texture and detail to that portion of the build. And I did found this like small little gathering of debris kind of situation there, and I thought it kind of helps this thrift store moment look a little less organized, a little less manicured. It just looks more placed down in a sense. Yeah, but I do change out all of the furniture ultimately in this little circle over here. It does turn out looking really nice. And then yeah, here is where I realized that sofas, the benches don't count as sofas, so I didn't use sofas in the end. I mean, like, I didn't use the benches, which I really wanted to use because they look so good. They were so like colorful, and I really wanted that colorful, youthful vibe for this like bustling youth teenagers gathering space. Maybe I should add that teenage hangout lot trait to this, huh? I don't know. Maybe you can add it yourself if you really want to play it like that. I'll just leave it blank. Maybe, I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. But yes, this is how it looks like on the in the back end of this lot. You probably can't access this from the outside. Realistically speaking, you can, but I imagine that you will be able to access this back end area if you go through the little hallway behind the or beside the boba counter, where there will be a bathroom that I forgot to film, but it's okay because it's just a bathroom. It's really small. It's just like a little wash closet, so that you're not like it's a requirement, and also it just makes sense for like a property to still have like a bathroom on it. And then I decided to add a swing to add more activities into the space because I really ran out of ideas of what to do. And then since it's like a community lot, and when you play on a community lot, it's always nice to have like a place to woohoo if you're playing I don't know, a 100 baby challenge or something, or I don't know, just something. It's always nice to have like something interactive that you can woohoo in. I have learned that from my many weeks and months of gameplay, so that's what I decided to do. So apparently we do have a get-together included on this lot as well, so there's that. I think that we have seasons, get-together. Oh yes, outdoor retreat. You need outdoor retreat for that one bench. You can always opt to change it out, so it's not really it's not a necessary pack to have to use this, to have this lot be looking good and functional. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. But yes, you can always like change it out with like a city living bench or any other bench, like a base game park bench would do fine there as well. I just really wanted to use that log because it looked good. And yeah, I decided that the roof was looking a little empty, so I filled it up with all of the little flowers and vegetation, and I thought it gave more texture and made it look a little bit more overgrown. Yeah, more interesting all in all. I do use these light streaks a lot. I think you guys have noticed that as well. It's one of the best items, I think, like the most useful items from the high school pack, because there's literally so many uses for it. It's like a wall lamp kind of situation, but it looks so good. There's so many different application methods for that. I'm so happy about having that strip light in our game now. It's very, very useful. It's like one of the unsung heroes, I think, of this pack. And then I do use these mirrors, which I really didn't want to use at first because they looked so trendy for a thrift shop that's in the island living in Sulani. I didn't know if it really fit, but then I was like, you know what, it's like, if it's yellow and it's nice, I think it can be like a statement piece, so I just added 2 around. And then I decided to add like a little computer area. For this one, I didn't slot the high chair into the counter as well. You can, if you want your sim to be able to use the computer, just like snap it back in to the counter, but I wanted it not to be snapped in, so that when you enter like a public lot, a community lot, your sims don't just go straight to using the computer on the lot, because I feel like that's just, it's always so annoying because you're supposed to be here, you're not supposed to be able to use the computer that the staff is supposed to be using. Like that's supposed to be like probably like the POS system or something, like the little computer that keeps the sale records or something for the thrift shop. And then I decided to use this little egg rug, and I did a little bit more of decoration here and there. But I'm almost ending, actually, guys. I'm like actually shocked. Oh my goodness. We're ending soon. So thank you so much, guys, for watching all the way to this point. If you have, I hope you enjoyed it. It is available for download on the gallery. It is definitely limited pack, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, I appreciate you guys very much. I'll see you next time. Please like, subscribe, love me. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.